Hello everyone, this is Farrell, and I am back with a little bit of something different for my channel. Something that you probably don't know about me is I am very much a fan of BattleTech. If you don't know, Harebrained Schemes came along and they have managed to acquire the rights to be able to do essentially a new run on the Mech Commander saga, where you've basically got tactical control of your lance, your units, and you're able to kind of go through and do combat. The nice thing about that, they've kind of twisted it back around towards the board game side, so it's a little more like your turn-based combat now. But they've kind of kept a lot of the cool stuff that you can do, and I think they've really kind of beefed up the game pretty nicely. There's a lovely gameplay video that's actually out there, and unfortunately I missed the boat on kickstarting it, but I jumped right in on the backer beta that they had recently. And as of today, we finally have the key. So this is, of course, a beta. I should mention that there are probably going to be some bugs I'm going to encounter. I've gone through and read the offline manual really quick just to kind of get myself familiar with it from what obviously I've seen gameplay, so I know how it works, but not necessarily the keyboard controls. So I'm going to go ahead and actually try something. We're kind of limited to the very early, it's beta. It's going to be skirmish mode, essentially. There's 22 different mechs that we're going to be able to choose from, and it looks like I can't do anything like name my lance, but that's okay. Let's, got some interesting presets here, actually. Now, I've got the advantage that I'm actually going to be able to kind of, ooh, that's actually an interesting one. As far as the game universe goes, we're set essentially in the Fourth Succession War-ish era. So there's no advanced weaponry here. It's all basically the old level 1 tourney equipment, essentially. But they've kind of come up with some interesting ways to play around with it. Now, so decent lance. Oh, we are right up against our money there. Okay, let's pick our our assault mech pilot first. 3 targets within your mech's current firing arc. Well, guess what I'm going to be picking, guys. He's got 3 PPCs. Let's be able to split fire. The AI doesn't have the ability to take advantage of a lot of these things, so I want to kind of make sure I get my my useful stuff here. So yeah, we're going to keep blockade in the Jenner here. What do we got for options? There's variety of options here. I'm gonna go for a nice sunny day, and I've seen river crossing on the beta test. I haven't seen any of the rest of these guys, so let's Alpine River sounds interesting. Frozen day or foggy Arctic. Oh, these are weather. Oh, the weather conditions are per map. I like. Yeah, Big Lock would be... It's funny kind of seeing these maps because they do kind of actually mirror to some extent the actual default like maps in BattleTech. I mean, there is a lake map in the default BattleTech set. There is a river crossing map. Death Valley. Ooh, that one actually looks interesting. Let's do Sunset in the Desert. And we want to kind of mix this one up a bit. Heavy battle. So you're 175. You're kind of disadvantaged if you do that. Let's... Now, Cav is going to be for faster movement. Striker. What are you giving me for Striker Lance? Assault, heavy, medium, light. Okay, that's a pretty good match. So they've got a like-equipped Jenner going up against it. The Kintaro over here. Oh, boy, you're not going to make it easy for me to show this, are you? Alright, the Kintaro 18. Very... Yeah, not one of my favorite designs. I've had to play around with those in a campaign that I used to run. And it's kind of a... It's a well-armored machine, but not exactly a perfect machine. The Quick Draw 5A, same sort of deal. That one is going to kind of be... It tries to be a master of multiple weapons. Oh, you do have a jump jet, though. Yeah, you've kind of given up some of your stuff, but jump jet, single heat sinks. You're a close-range brawler. That's interesting. And then the Victor probably had... It's probably going to be the AC-20. I think that's the... No, it's not the stock Victor, is it? That is... Yeah, the 9B has the jump jets. Yeah, has the AC-20. Oh, he's the one I've got to watch out for. He's going to be difficult. So, yeah, that's interesting. It's about the same. I'm giving up a little bit of a cost disadvantage there. Let's go ahead and we've got our map chosen. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. And hopefully the game doesn't crash. It makes me a little leery to kind of see it kind of creaking along here. I'm a little nervous about the fact that I can see my mouse. Oh, it's... Well, it'd be nice if he told me that I could launch. Okay, so we are up here on top of the mountain here. My mission objective is I need to destroy the enemy lance. So we are in a mountain, and the other enemy, presumably the other side, is going to be starting somewhere around... Oh, this is the first time I've seen some of the buildings on this, too, actually. Very nice. It's kind of nice to actually... It'll be interesting to see if they do, like, any city maps or anything. Not that you're really supposed to be fighting in cities in this era, but it is kind of a nice thing to see. Alright, so I need to find out where these guys are. It's fog of war situation, and I'm sitting way up exposed on a hill, which is probably not the best place to be. We're going to grab Blockade in the Jenner down here, and see about sprinting for some woods. I'm going to be... I like how they've actually done the movement system here. It's actually relatively easy to kind of get an idea of where I can actually move on the map and what it's going to... I mean, right now I'm in sprint mode, so let's say I just wanted to do a regular walk. You get a better idea of where I can actually get to. And let's say I even want to jump. So if I manage to go into the woods, it'll probably give me a little bit of a better... It's going to give me a little bit of cover. And let's adjust our facing here so I can kind of see if anyone's coming around either side of those hills. So Blockade's going to jump out in front, see if he can spot anything. He's in a little bit of cover now, which is good. Let's I'm receiving you. A little worried about the awesome, because I actually would like to keep that in a spot where I'm going to be getting some really good long-distance fire. Let's cover the flank on that side. I want to get the awesome out of the way because it's going to be one of the slower mechs that we have to move. We've got this little narrow choke point here that we've got to try to get down. And I'd rather leave the trebuchet up top because it's got the LRMs for indirect fire. So Ozone in the Orion. Let's kind of also... And the neat thing they also did is they made it so that your ability to set facing in board game terms here is going to be limited compared to what you can do at the game, whereas all you just have to do is have the movement points left over and you can turn just about any direction almost. Keeping in mind, I'm talking like the older version of the board game rules. I know it has since changed since I last ran campaigns and whatnot. So I want a reverse. I want to, yep. I think we'll just kind of go down there and stay a little bit on the upside. Provide just a little bit of extra...
No problem.
Those guys are handling the right flank. We'll let the trebuchet cover a little bit of the left with the Jenner here. So that's the turn. The enemy is going to move out, and we're going to see if we get to see anything. No, we got nothing. I don't know if I can get the Jenner up here or not. Ooh, there's another forest right here. I like that forest, actually. So we're going to kind of jump in and get a little bit of an advantage on the front here. I do have to keep in mind there is that other Jenner out there. That could potentially be a problem. And I'm also... Oh, wow. Yeah, that is some nasty heat I'm building up there. So if something does come that way, it's going to be a problem. Let's bring the awesome in that direction. Cover the right flank. Trebuchet, I want you on the left flank. And you're protected from fire because of line of sight in that direction. Unless something gets line of sight on me, in which case all bets are off. And the Orion, we're going to kind of... not necessarily to there. Spread a little off to the right here. I don't know if the cover in the game has been implemented, so it's like partial cover where you're behind a hill, you're not going to take damage to the legs or not. It'll be interesting to see if that's kind of the case. But they don't really damage. Damage is kind of abstracted a little bit. It's more like Battle Force in a ways. So it's not necessarily as location specific. I can still shoot at legs to take down legs and everything. So there's got to be some sort of back end tweaks going on here. Nothing, huh? And you can see just on the outside, that's my my sensor range there. I don't want to move up too far is the problem, because if I move up too far, I could potentially let myself get surrounded. And this is a very, very big map too, so I have to definitely be careful. So I think what I'm actually going to start doing is slowing down my progress here a little bit. I'm going to cover the right flank in that way with the Orion. Jenner, I'm tempted to just let sit and cool down right now. 2 jumps definitely hurt it. And we're in cover, so I think we're in... Yeah, because 50% stability damage, 50% damage against ranged attacks to the front and side. We're going to brace you there. And let's walk the... That's right, it's an awesome. It's not going to be all that fast, so we'll have to sprint you up to get you into the woods here. I'm just waiting for something to come around the sides here. That Jenner's... It'll be interesting to see what the AI does. I have the game played through that I saw. It was a person versus person, so I don't exactly know what to expect from the AI on this. And I'm kind of thinking I might want to keep you in reserve right where you're at.
I'll just stay put and keep things cool.
Enemy contact. Okay, they're somewhere over here. We got a heavy mech. Medium. Oh, they are going to be right in visual range.
This is becoming a target-rich environment.
Okay, there's the enemy Jenner. Alright, so now that we're in sight of each other, the game has shifted from just a case of move all your units up to we've got initiative phases, essentially. So, I've got units that go in 4, so we're going to be looking at Blockade. Blockade is in the Jenner. He's cooled down a little bit, but not by a lot. Now, I can reserve him, which will hold on to him until the next phase so that I can move or attack with him there. The advantage to that's going to be I can let these guys react and have a little better shot at things. So I'm actually going to... do I want to give up the initiative? Do I want to move him out of the way? If I move him out of the way, he's short-range weapons. It might be for the best, actually. So, if we move him... I want to move somewhere but not run. And cover would be very helpful for that. Yeah, I can't do quite what I'm thinking of here. Okay, that's actually not too bad. It looks like it'll give me some cover. I'm a little worried. I'm only seeing 3 mechs there out of his full lance of 4. So you can see I'm also not going to be in weapons range of any of them, because that's my weapon range showing here. But it's going to work good because hopefully they'll walk into said weapons range. So this gives me some good frontline, I think good frontline defense. Oh, okay, that got me just enough I can see what we got out here. So we've got the Kentaro out here. According to the battle computer here, we're looking at the triple SRM-6 and LRM-5. We need to take this guy out before he gets within range. Because those SRMs, the manual described them like think of them as shotguns. And I kind of have to think that, yeah, it's kind of, sort of in the right frame of mind for that. The problem is, I don't think I've got a chance in hell to hit here. Yeah, I've got no hit percentage, so what we're going to just do is brace where we're at. And let him react. So the enemy Jenner is going to move up. That's good. Oh, he's going to run up and shoot from there. But because I was braced, that reduced some of the damage to steady there. So that was not great to see, but it could be far worse. Sumo, you are up and you are in the back. We are definitely going to activate you, and I want to... I thought I didn't put... precision strike. Do I want to do that? What are my odds right now for hitting from here? I've got a 65% chance. That font's a little hard to read. So it's obstructed and has moved, and we've got a shot modifier. Whereas if I got that, I ignore cover and guarded. You know what? It's worth a shot because I have a chance of destabilizing him, and at the very least I'm going to start munching on armor. Or I could go after the Jenner. Now the problem with the Jenner, it's indirect fire, so that knocks me down to 60%. But I'm probably more likely to be able to benefit... See, he's got cover. He's got forest. He's evasive. So he's got a 50% chance to dodge all incoming ranged attacks. But if I leverage precision strike against him, that would ignore cover on that target. So... Promise is only damage reduction. And... it's not fully countered is the problem. So... I think I'm better off sticking with my shot on the Kentaro. Let's throw the heavier fire at the heavier weight. So here we go with our first shot. And that was good. We've got him on a... he's lost evasive. He's unsteady, which now means I have a chance to knock him over if I can hit him with something heavier. There's the quick draw with the heavy mech, and it looks like he's going to be firing on the Jenner. Not great. Mr. Jenner is decidedly going to be looking around for some cover next turn. I thought I was getting some cover from the boulder there. And the Kentaro has backed off. Okay. That's interesting. So the AI is not reacting very well to... oh, he backed off to do that, huh? If this were the board game, I'd be calling line of sight blockage from this, this hill here. That's very kind of iffy. That might be something I report as a bug, especially if I can actually post the video on this. At least they'll be able to see it. We are up to phase 2, so Ozone. Ozone is not going to give us much help because he's the Orion over here. He really does not have much of a line of shot anywhere. And I don't want to necessarily move him straight out here. I can get you into... You see, as I move the mouse around, the text above the cursor is actually changing. So, like, here I'm not going to get much of a bonus, but if I move here, I'm going to be able to claim the tree as a bonus. And then I can fire on units downrange. The Jenner's overheated, which is a good sign, and so is the quick draw. What are my shots looking like here? So if I go after the Jenner, 70, 75%. If I go after the which is not letting me click on the quick draw there from within there. I've got a better chance to hit the quick draw. And the quick draw's got a ton of medium lasers on him, so I'm not too worried about him. He's going to have to be constantly riding his heat. But he does have jump jets, so I have to watch out for that. But the Jenner, on the other hand, is a relatively fragile design. If I don't fire off that, I'm going to generate a little bit of heat here. Yeah, I've actually got a chance to do a little more damage here, because the SRM-4s could destabilize him a bit. And if I were in the board game, the AC-10 would be a great thing to throw up against a Jenner that really hasn't... He's only moved for a +2. In a board game, that would be laughable. So let's actually see what we get here. Can I use anything from that? I can use Bulwark. Been remaining stationary. I haven't remained stationary, so we'll just go ahead and take on that chance. And looks like he managed to dodge everything. Darn you. Or a little bit must have hit, because he's got a... whatchamacallit there. There's the unknown mech. So that's going to be... We've got the light, medium, and heavy, so that's the assault back there. That's a problem. Wildfire is up. Wildfire, you have multi-target. Oh, that is so just... Ooh, 40% hit. Why am I only 40% hit against him? Against the Jenner, I'm... Yeah, 80s for that range. Do I want to really alpha strike a Jenner? Oh boy, do I want to alpha strike the Jenner, or do I want to go after the quick draw and potentially do damage there? That's a 95% hit chance there. I actually like that a little better. I can do some damage, and PPCs do impart the ability to potentially destabilize a target too. So I could knock him over with this. There's also the medium mech downrange, which I can't see, and the unknown mech over here, which I can't see. So these are my primary targets here. He's moving on an initiative 3. He's moving on initiative 4. He's going to go first. And right now, I really don't like the idea of him getting around behind my Jenner. So we're going to take our chance and see if we can really crack the nut here. This is going to hurt. Did he dodge that? Wow. That Jenner is like the luckiest Jenner in the world right now. And he's in my rear arc, unfortunately. And trying to melee me from the rear arc. Okay, if I were doing the board game, I probably would have taken the rear shot, because the armor on a Jenner is pretty darn thin, and with the amount of lasers he's got, he probably would have cored a location. So I'm not 100% certain that's the wisest move. Like, for instance, let's show you what I mean here. Let's just do unto others as has been done unto me. I'm going to hit him in the rear arc. Not the best hit percentile, but let's go for it. Couple misses, couple hits. His rear armor is in bad shape now, so I like that a little better. Heavy mech quick draw is moving up and firing on the Jenner. Ouch. That's not good. Jenner needs to think about GTFO now with the jump, I think. Sumo's up. Sumo. Well, I can fire at 2 targets from where I'm at right now.
Yeah, what can I do you for?
I can do precision strike with the single, and that's just going to remove cover and guard. Well, he's not in cover or guarded. He's only just got the moved modifier. If I fire on the quick draw, he also doesn't have anything. He's at 65 there versus... I have to drop down to the medium lasers, which I kind of hate to do. I've got LRMs. And I need to start chewing away on him. He's got precision strike, but it's not. Now I need him to actually be the split weapon guy here. That's a toughie. I can't fire on him because I have no one with line of sight on him. I could also move him into a better position, but those hit percentages are pretty darn good for the Jenner. And I'm going to save a little bit on heat. So let's go ahead and take him on. So I am hitting him on the flank at least. So that did some damage to the leg there. That's good. He's taking indirect fire somehow.
Damn it, I've got an armor breach.
Yeah, hang in there, Blockade. I'll get you out of there. Ozone. In the Orion. He has left himself open, but I'm a little worried that that heavy, or that assault, is not showing up to the party right now. So I'm kind of hesitant to actually move out, but if I get in close... I mean, right now, from where I'm at... if I were to attack from where I'm at, I don't really have... I've got a 55% chance there. That's not much better. And I've got no line of sight on him. From here, I've got a good shot on the AC-10. Problem is, if I alpha strike with him, I'm going to be in trouble. So I'm actually potentially better off doing a quick little move. Keep advantage of the forest.
Roger that, Commander.
And then from there we'll be in closer range with that. And I can take on with the shorter range weapons. Let's cut the AC-10 out. Because I have limited ammo on that. And one of the medium lasers, just to keep me... Actually, he might cool off at a pretty decent rate. So let's actually keep that medium laser in and go for it. Miss, and some hits. Oh, head hit. Pilot injured. I like that. So that Jenner is in trouble now. And here comes the assault. Alright. So the Jenner over here, he's hurting, and he is very much in potential danger of being knocked down at this point if I hit him with another missile shot. That would certainly help me out next turn. Armor... How did I do a head hit to him? Well, yeah, armor... It's kind of a little weird reading all these diagrams and actually seeing things slightly different than what I'm used to. So he's got no armor left on his left arm or his right arm, right leg, and his rear torso has been completely shot up at this point. So we've got the awesome here. If I wanted to attack... well, let's just see what we've got. We've got the quick draw on a 95% chance. I could multi-target him too, but that 95% chance is very good, but I'm looking at potential overheat. The Jenner, on the other hand, I'd have to turn to deal with. Okay, just to play it safe, let's only go with 2 and fire off those PPCs. I like that. Those are nice, solid hits against him. Had to give up the knockdown potential for the Jenner, but yeah, it looks like he's playing GTFO with the Jenner and playing tag with the Horizon. The Horizon? The Orion with that. The Orion's in trouble now. He could potentially fall down, but I do have the special abilities on him that I could potentially activate. Let's look at Blockade and think about moving him around. If I jump... Jumping is going to give me a good amount of relocation, and I may need to use him as a little bit of a sacrificial lamb. I'm going to actually risk this.
Here we go.
Because if I can get an SRM on him, and I might take him down. So we've got that, and let's attack the Jenner. To keep the heat down, we are going to only go with our SRM, so that keeps me right under my heat curve. I like that.
Attacking from position.
And we hit him. So that's good. We've kept him off of his feet, or potentially put him in a spot where he might be off his feet. It looks like the quick draw. Ooh, yeah, he's gonna... Ouch. That hurt.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Okay, so now we're up to Sumo and the Trebuchet. What do I got for those LRM fire? The LRM fire at this point. Can I have a 50% chance on him? The Orion's indirect at 35. I'd be better off getting behind him and going for a laser shot. Units in a mineral field deal 25% additional damage with energy weapons and take a 25% additional damage from energy weapons. Their movement is also interesting. The Jenner's already gone. The quick draw's already gone. So we've got the 2 units in the background. They're going to be missiles at most. Whereas I'm going to be lasers. I like this. Okay, precision strike with a single... I could go that if I wanted to. But I'm at 100% on all shots already. So this kind of seems like... He's not guarded, he is... He's got some cover, but he doesn't have guarded. But I'm a solid hit anyway, so we're going to go for it. That's an interesting mechanic, that you've actually got areas of, that you can do some, Ooh, I wonder if he... I wonder if he actually took damage from that. That's kind of interesting mechanic to see. Interesting mechanic... Let me finish my thoughts here. Interesting mechanic that there's spots on the battlefield that could be valuable to stand in, even if it doesn't make much sense from a canonical perspective. But also the fact that his missile shots went wide, and I almost think he actually took damage off of that, or it came very close. So that is very interesting that the partial cover rules are in effect to that extent. Now, I know I'm not going to get any benefit from being over there. Ozone is in the Orion. He's got a good shot with the SRMs, though, and he hasn't taken any damage yet. So I'm kind of thinking what I'd really like to do is take a really big risk with him. I want that Jenner down. I don't really care too much about the quick draw. I could certainly go for the quick draw if I want to, but that Jenner is screaming out that it needs to go down, and I can certainly take him down here, I think. Left arm destroyed. Awesome. And he's knocked down. Perfect. That's what I want. I want him down, and he's hit again with the pilot. That's even better. So he is now down. That means he's going to probably not be able... At least I hope the rules still apply to that, and he won't be able to jump. Oh! Oh! But yeah, I'm going to take some damage on that Jenner in return. Wildfire, I need you to even up the odds here a little bit if you can. Tell me what you got. Can you do anything against him worthwhile? If I re-enable all... yeah, a little bit of overheat on you. If I do that... But a 95% hit shot chance. I can go for the longer range shot, but I've got 100... Ooh. Yeah, I think I actually need to go after that Victor. I've got to start chewing up through that assault mech armor. Because that AC-20, he's dangerous once he starts getting within range. But then again, I've got you within range too. And I've already done some armor damage to him. The arms are in reasonable shape. The leg's taking some damage. 95% is just as good. Let's go for it. I missed with one, and of course, because his heat's critical, now I've taken some structure damage of my own, so yep. You definitely have to watch the heat curve in the game. Oh, there. That's beautiful. The arm is actually gone. Nice. What on earth are you doing with him? Oh! You're destroying my Jenner. That's what you're doing with him. That's not good. So blockade is down and out, and I am down a mech. What would happen if I go for a precision strike on you? You haven't taken enough damage to be knocked down, but I'm hitting on your right flank. That arm is there. You've got a medium laser, and you've got minimal armor on the torso, so I can knock... Ooh, if I could hit this... I wonder if SRM ammo will erupt like it does in the game. So he's taking some good arm damage. I'm really liking this shot here. We're staying within the heat range. Yeah, it's kind of wasting the LRMs in a ways, but he's got a really good spot there because of that mineral field. So that was a head hit. Oh, that... Yep, we're into structure. Good. It's weird seeing so many points in structure that are available. So he's going to back up. He's probably going to take a shot on... Yep. Okay, so I need to try to fend people off from that position. The medium mech is falling back? Oh, because he's doing long-range LRM pot shots, apparently. Ozone. Let's look at backing you up into here to get you some cover. And just to keep some fire close to the awesome. And I think we need to definitely hammer him again. He's in a shutdown warning if I do that. Drop our high heat weapons, throw the... I haven't destabilized him anywhere near enough for a knockdown check, so the missiles aren't going to do me as much good. We're going to fire the AC-10 at him, actually. Good hit chance, good amount of damage. Yep, that definitely hurt him. The assault mech is starting to move in. Victor is starting to scare me. He's close enough for that AC-20 shot, I'll bet.
Oh, crap. Oh, that hit me.
Ouch. Okay, we are potentially now in trouble. I could fire on the Jenner. I could get shots on him. I've got better long-range shots on him, but I'm overheated. Let's take out one of the PPCs so I can ride the heat curve a little tighter. Or I back him up and... There's the Jenner there. I need to even the odds a little bit. It's going to be a harder hit if I hit him. But at this point, if that PPC punches through anywhere with 50 points of damage, stand a pretty good chance of knocking something out. I mean, he's already 10 structure on that leg. If I hit a leg, either leg is going to be pretty darn close. Yeah, it would take out either leg. And it looked like, from what I saw in the game, the leg rules are kind of a little weird. If I hit the arm, it'll go through, blow through into the left or right torso. Would knock out most of his remaining weaponry, which would actually help. The neat thing about the missile and the destabilization factor to them is that means even if I take out the lasers on this Jenner, that SRM-4 is still a threat because it could just keep hitting me just enough to keep me off my balance. So it's kind of an interesting mechanic, but yeah, I'm going to go for the PPCs on the Jenner. There we go. Left leg destroyed. That's what I needed. So he is now down again, taking another pilot injury. Next turn, I would be able to potentially... well, actually, he's not down anymore, so I can't exactly call shot him, but he's going to be hurting. He's not going to be moving around quite that much. Problem is, he doesn't have to move around that much. I got to start moving my units again, because speed is life. Alright, so we're up on Sumo. Sumo, you are not in a good spot, my friend. I really need you to move into cover. Yeah, you're not going to be able to turn quite as much there as I'd like. Okay, we're going to sprint you in that direction. It's going to pull me out of the mineral patch, but I like having the cover there instead. Not used up the action form, unfortunately. Are you really going to... Wow. Evil. You evil little bastard. And since he's got two of them, yeah, I'm probably going to have the Orion knocked down. Oh, that is dangerously close. Ozone, my friend, buddy. Can I reverse you back behind here? If you please. And, what are my options? I could melee for 95 damage. His heat curve is ridiculously high. Or I could retarget the Jenner for 70. Yeah, actually, I need that Jenner down. There we go. Okay, Jenner's down. That missile rack has to go, basically, at this point. Okay, so now I've got the assault mech. But the good news is now I'm down to... 3-on-1 in one area. Dangerous.
That's bad.
This is a tough one. The great news is I can inspire some of these guys, and what that's going to do at this point now is it means I'm a guaranteed hit. Anything I fire is a guaranteed hit at this point, and I don't know. The problem is that rear armor is still intact on him. So doing an Inspire on Wildfire here, not necessarily going to do much good. If I want to do any damage to him, I need to approach him from his right side. So it would have to be the Trebuchet. And that is going to be Sumo, of course. So Sumo... He's got the heat range to do it. He's got the close-in weapons to do it at this point. He's not going to be doing much damage. He's only doing 25 damage per shot. But then also the left... Actually, both arms are pretty weak. He's got nothing left on here, but he's got a tiny little bit left here to absorb stuff. I'm just looking at that SRM ammo and just really wishing I could set that off in some way. I really don't know if they've implemented that in the game or not. He's got the jump jets too, which makes him a threat. I'm noticing he's not jumping his mechs around either. That does seem to be a little bit of a quirk of the AI. So, we're going to go ahead and inspire Sumo here. So this is going to be fun. This is my turn, and I want to... Are you going to actually let me do anything, or are you kind of bugged? Oh, Wildfire needs to go. Wildfire... That left range just isn't going to do much good. That Victor's right in front of me. Let's go for it. I've got to start I've got to start working down that armor at some point, so might as well get going now. Yeah, it was kind of a waste of the Inspire. Oh, is this really the AI's go-to move at this point? I would just try to get around behind him. Unfortunately, the guy in the distance... Yeah, I was gonna say... Even if this weren't the case, the medium mech off in the distance has got the range to... go hog wild on him. Alright, Sumo... Can I do... If I stay in the forest... I want to go after the left side because that's going straight in... Well, it's going straight into his armor at that point. 75 points of medium laser damage, even if it gets directed into the arm, is not going to do much good. Then again, it's not going to do much good on the left side either. There's no way to blow through that structure. The leg's in decent shape too, so yeah, I need to put him in a spot where I could... No. Sumo. Sumo. Would you please move?
Right here.
This is a little bit of a buggy camera setup. Alright. I hate putting the right arm like that out exposed, but this is a good spot for him to be in. He's still in cover. That was a little bit of a fast turnaround there in the animation. Let's see. Is there any point to throwing the medium? It's actually tempting. I mean, the LRMs are minimum range. They're not great. But if I did hit now, let's not. Let's play it a little safe. So there we go. That did...
Scored a critical hit.
You did? I can't really tell. Yeah, there's the long-range cheese fire from him. Let's look at that quick draw. That quick draw... What did I get on a critical hit? He said he got a critical, so it means he knocked out some piece of equipment. But, I mean, it's not like there's actuators in the leg or anything, and maybe that's just not reflecting. Actually, alright, ozone. Ozone, my friend. You need to get up. So stand up first. He's entrenched.
Regain footing.
And bring him out and around to the back. Do I want to throw him at that at a 60-35, or do I want to throw him against the Victor? I can throw the laser in on that if I want, or I can throw the AC-10. Or we can just go back down to him. He's overheated. Or he's definitely running hot. The problem is I haven't really... He's in the rear arc is the problem. Pristine armor across the board, so there's no point in going after that. At that point, I am better off going after the Victor and trying to do as much damage as I can to him. So 65, 65, 65. It'll take the heat up a little bit, but... That was a leg hit. Oh, I like that. Unsteady and assault mech, that's a good thing. I might be able to pitch him over with wildfire here.
Waiting for orders.
Oh, maybe not, because he's stabilized himself. Dang. 3 separate targets. Now, I could fire on... Again, it's throwing me in the rear arc. That's really not good. Let's take the PPC offline, and can I... keep you in the same spot but rotate you? That's my question. It doesn't look like I have that option, which is really annoying. If I take the fire there, I'm going to be... You know what? I'm in an assault mech. I've got good rear armor. Can I get you... Sprint's going to use both my movement points. Yeah, let's play a little bit of mech sandwich here. He likes to run around behind people because I can't shoot him there. But we are going to go after him here. Small laser's a guaranteed hit. Pretty crappy damage. PPC's in close. Or I could go for melee. But I'm not really close enough for melee. Just close enough for that, huh? Alright, let's take a chance on it. I mean, I'm going to be hitting on that arc. Potentially along that side. I'd love to actually do some damage here, but I doubt I will. Oh, I did! Right torso and right arm. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. That might give me a shot here. He is backing... Oh, good lord, that frickin' quick draw.
Watch the flank.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me! Wow!
Hey, we're losing guys.
Okay, now we are really in trouble. I'm reserving that guy because I want to see what he's going to be doing here. I really wish I had the jump jet Trebby right now. I could get him up somewhere and get him doing some long-range fire. Alright, Sumo, let's see what we can do with you. He's within short enough range. That's not going to help me either. Sprinting. Heat's not an issue. I've got to keep hammering at him. I don't have a choice at this point. I think at this point the match is probably lost, which I kind of expected for the first one. Let's, covering guarded. He's got cover, but I'm 100% to hit, so.
I'm gonna make some trash.
Oh, come on, go down! Man, the quick draws are certainly doing a lot more damage here than they do in the game. Ow!
Internal damage, Commander.
Yeah, well, at this point, I don't think you're going to be walking out of here with much of the mech left anyways. That means you fired. I don't care about moving. I want to see if I can just hit him. 95% to hit. Firing every single PPC because I cooled down last turn completely. I potentially stand a good chance of being able to take him out, but I've got this Victor on my right side. And that is bad news for me in terms of what I've got in here. Because that's where one of my PPCs is. And a bunch of heat sinks to go with it. AC-20 could very well ripsaw the arm right off of me. But I've got to take down this quick draw. He's distracting too much of my attention. I need to be able to press full court on the Victor next. There's no way I can deal with that medium mech right now. He's just going to keep pot-shotting me from there, so... ends the turn if I do that. I don't really see any point to... yeah. Wait a minute, are you... Thank you. Wait a minute, what do you mean I don't want to engage with melee. No, I want to attack. Because you've probably moved just enough to make this a problem. Alright. Let's reverse back you up through here. Can I turn enough? No, you're in minimum range of the PPCs, that's why. Shit. Backing up within range of the LRM is going to be a problem, but I need to get out of range of that PPC too. Can I... Not from there. Can I reverse? No, I cannot reverse anywhere. He's just within range there, but that also means my back is safe and I've got good range on the rest of the battlefield. This is a bad... In BattleTech, this would be a bad idea. A jumper would jump up right behind me, back shot me, and this Victor just has to move and impress me forward, and I'm done for. 40% chance. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, can I... Got a much better shot on the Victor at this point. And I can alpha strike him with all three. Gotta do it. Gotta start chipping through that assault armor. But the Trebuchet's in trouble now.
Okay, not good. Yes.
Sumo, I want you to reverse back to here. Let's see what that gets me here. 100% medium lasers, and I've lost the other ones. And he's going to close right in to do close-in damage again when he gets back up. Or when he gets moving on his turn, I'll bet. Firing off those LRMs is probably the smartest thing I can do, and just try to do as much damage as I can to that mech. Oh! AC-20 crit! That just paid off. That seriously just paid off. That was a gamble, and it paid off, because that was either the AC-20 ammo, or that was the AC-20 itself, which means I have just taken his main gun out. Even if I lose this mech, that is worth it at this point. That could potentially tip the tide. And then we see the AI's brought the Kintaro back into play. He's moving in to start using his closer range weapons. So either he's out of SRM ammo, or he's realizing he needs to start doing some serious damage here. The great news is Wildfire gets to move at this point, and oh, that is a cruel thing to have to try to figure out what I want to do, because that Victor, I could potentially send him over right now. Multi-target, and I'm down one PPC because of the heat. I could also target the Kintaro. This is what he's been pot-shotting me at the whole time here, and I don't know if it's going to actually show me anything useful here, like how much ammo he has left, but yeah, he's only gotten a little bit of a beating from me. And that's it. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when the mech lab comes out and just how much damage I can do here. Let's say I want to... Oh! Interesting to note is you can apparently back yourself into corners. That's not a good thing. I now wish I'd known that. Okay, hang on. What's your status? Your right leg is very shaky. I could crit the right leg. For a regular BattleTech, I'd crit up into the center torso armor. He's got good structure through that. I can make him fall down, but that's about it. The lasers I'm not going to really be able to do much with. What else do we got? Kintaro. Wildfire, please. 85% chance to hit on that. But he's also in danger of being tipped over. But the Victor is in definite danger. I've got to go after the Victor. Again, it's the heavier armor that wins out here. And the chance to knock him down. Oh, and there's the right arm gone. Nice. I mean, that's still the right arm is where the AC-20 lives anyways, so it wasn't all that great of a victory. But unfortunately now these three guys should be able to gang up on the Awesome with no combat penalties for that. So, Sumo. I need you... Can I continue to keep that Victor off guard? I'm still 100% chance to hit him. Let's turn the medium laser off. Oh, you're overheating, darn it. I mean, you're 100% chance to hit. I have to go for it, because I could knock him down. Actually, no, he's down to medium laser SRM-4, so he's not... Well, the SRM-4 is shotgun. That's not going to help me much. Okay, let's say I don't use it against him. What about the Kintaro? The Kintaro is in a knockdown check as well. Did I crit his gyro or something? Yeah, there, it's just because he ran. Those SRM-6s are going to have to go down, actually, now that I think about it. It's only a 70% chance, though. And the alternative would be to go after the quick draw, maybe alternate the fire here by switching over to the medium laser. But I am in... Yeah, this guy's going down this turn, I suspect. And the single medium laser is not going to give me much. Might take off the leg if I'm lucky. Or hit him in the head. The head's not gonna... It's not gonna be enough to kill him. Alright, let's chance it. Heat critical, structure damage. Yep, I know. Don't worry, I'm gonna have to back you off next turn if you survive and use the medium laser on you. Did knock him... Oh, that's right, yeah, the Victor did get pounded. The Kintaro got knocked down, but now is back up, unfortunately. And here come the SRMs. Oh, that's a bad hit. Oh, it's gonna get worse, trust me, because I think I'm gonna have to do... You are guaranteed 100% chance hit if I do you. You overheated. I can't fire you with you. You are perfectly fine.
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
What do you say we make this a little interesting? Let's get the Awesome out of the way. And let's not go for the Awesome. Let's... Actually, it's not the only thing I can go for. Let's just see if we happen to get lucky here, shall we? Oh, one of the PPCs goes ridiculously wild. There's a pigeon somewhere up in the trees around here that got taken out. Yeah, it was kind of a waste of the Inspire at this point now. The only thing I've got going for me is I moved a little bit, and that's it. Well, Sumo, you are pretty much SOL, my friend. Let's see if we can actually... I don't think I can back up to a point where the LRMs are going to be of much use. Roost move. Oh, rough terrain, that's why. This is going to be a death sentence for him. I can't put him in the rough because he'll just fall right over and that'll definitely hurt. But at this point, I'm kind of looking at... SRM-4 is a problem. It's only a 44% chance, and he will shut down over this. He's got a much better shot from here.
You got it.
That's kind of the best I can do at that point. Really? You're going to melee...
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Ooh, that's not good. Trebuchet is not much longer for the world.
Took one in the gut.
Okay, gotta admit the voice acting is pretty amusing here. Oh, and there's that Kintaro. Yeah, he's Trebuchet's gone. There's gonna be nothing left of that thing.
Oh, they're hitting my stuff.
And the LRM ammo got hit, which is interesting because we're not in 3050. There's no case on that
I'm
mech.
receiving you.
So I'm kind of confused as to how that pulled that off, but... I need cover, and I am not getting it from anywhere here. Actually, I am.
Affirmative.
Not direct fire against these guys, but now I've got the potential for a shot on him. 95, gotta take it. He's gotta go down. There we go. That's down to one missile weapon left, as I recall. Yep, the SRM-4. That's all he's got left. Alright. Oh, the Trebuchet's not having a good day. Don't worry, your innards are about to be your outards. Oh, man. That's crappy. Medium laser and LRMs. And I have to stand up in order to really do anything.
Alright, I'm up. Let's go.
Go where? You really can't get anywhere to do much of anything. The best I can do is position myself here so I've got line of sight on the quick draw and that's it. And pray that I can take this guy down. I don't care if it's overheat at this point. I've got to throw everything at him. And you just have to hope there's enough damage. But, yep. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, he's gonna SRM me, and that's gonna be... Yeah, he's just getting line of sight at this point. That's,
Not good.
Took the risk to overheat, and I lost my arm.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, Wildfire. You've got a line of sight on this guy. Could you please take the quick draw down?
Confirmed.
Knockdown, right leg destroyed. Pilot injured. Come on, this guy's taking like 5 hits. Okay, so that's their good news. We've managed to knock out enough people that he didn't have line of sight, but now he's been forced to move, and yep, down goes the Trebuchet. Meanwhile, the quick draw, somehow, still alive. Which in rough terrain, I might add, should be next to impossible for a mech that has a leg supposedly destroyed. This is what I'm talking about. He's not moving fast, but he's still walking. This is a game where your leg is destroyed. The board game, your leg is destroyed. Did you do spot fire or something? Must have. The only thing I... Oh, crap, it's Inspire.
Show 'em what you got. I'm receiving you.
For what's the point? I've got heat at a bad spot. You're in minimum range of my PPCs. Even if I move out, I don't have enough... Well, he's an SRM boat. My armor's doing reasonably well. And I can back up to a point to possibly bring the PPCs into play. I certainly can. And I will. This is probably overkill.
Target's down.
Yeah, that was overkill. He blew his bloody head off. I wish I had only had to use one PPC to do that, though, is the problem. Okay, so the medium mech Kantara is moving up, and this is going to be the problem now, because I can't get out of range of that mech. And all he has to do is just sit here and let the assault mech rain down a little fire on me.
Here.
Can I? Yeah, I can't do a sensor or anything on him. Yep, all he's got to do is sit there, and that... I know he's got indirect fire weaponry left. Because I think it counts the SRM-4 as an indirect fire weapon. I can get cover from him, and that's basically it. And next turn, he's just going to be able to rush right around me and take me from behind is the problem. I mean, the rear armor is in good shape. I could be in worse situations right now, but not by much. Shot modifier still crappy, but... hit and a miss. Alright. That was still worth it, though. Unfortunately, like I said, he's just got to... oh, yep, here he comes. He's going to actually direct fire the SRMs.
Reported minimal damage.
Yeah, it's minimal damage, but it's still damage. It does count, wildfire. It's not a good thing to have. Especially because now that's just...
I'm taking some serious hits.
yeah, good for noticing. Glad you finally noticed that.
Yes, Commander.
I can't get out of range of him, unfortunately. So, I can do some tree work here. And hope to maybe see if I can blast some more stuff off the Victor. Yep, let's go for it. Okay, 2 more 50-point hits onto him. The problem is the Victor can keep up with me at this point, too. And he's got the... oh, that's...
Critical hit. Critical hit.
well, hey, good news! I'm a heat-efficient machine now. I don't really care about whether I fire all my PPCs or not in Alpha Strike. Oh, he's shut down!
I'm wounded.
That might be a shot for me here, but it's gonna cost.
Waiting for orders.
I need to be able to target him, and if I can call shot on him, I think he's in range.
Back in action.
I could go for melee and do 120 points of damage, almost guaranteed. Or I can attack from where I'm at, but not hit him. And seriously overheat. You know what? I like the idea of cooling down significantly here. I've got rear armor to protect me against the Victor, and he's shut down.
All right.
111 points. Tell me what does that do to you, my friend. And the small laser kicks in automatically, which I love that. He's unsteady. He's going to come up right behind me, and... he doesn't have a right arm! How is he... come on, guys! Oh, that's just ridiculous. Alright, so he's guarded and entrenched. I can inspire, but that's not going to necessarily do me much good. Could round about on him, and... coming from behind to do another attack if I want to. His rear arm... Oh, the Awesome's rear armor's in trouble. How much did I do to this guy? Give me... Come on, battle mech computer, please. The Victor's in... No, Why do you not want to let me see the Kentaro? Thank you. Even though its right click is supposed to be battle computer, it's left clicks him on that case. Kentaro's taken... The Kentaro tanked it. A medium mech just tanked a melee attack from an assault mech. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. If I could get you around behind, you're not necessarily going to do any good. I've got to get you on the right side. Or bring you around up to here, but I probably can't. See, the problem is I don't know if I actually have to... If I end my turn right next to them, does that count for what I'm trying to do? Will it let me do the melee attack, or am I stuck on PPC and not be able to do anything? I like that position better.
Roger.
I honestly don't know how the melee attacks necessarily work. So I've got cover. Yeah, I've got no melee attack. And Inspire is not going to really do me much good of anything. Now, back out of view. Can I... What do you mean I can't target him? Oh, I am targeting him. Alright. But apparently not somehow. Why are you not letting me go all out on him?
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
We'll get Inspired just to get that, and I guess I don't have much of a choice. I'm going to have to take him in the back.
Fire in.
2 misses, and the dinky small laser. That's the problem with the PPC armed mechs. Ow! So he's able to spin in place, but I can't? Ugh.
Commander, I'm hit.
And so much for Inspire being of much use there, unfortunately, because it really wasn't. And there goes the right arm, and the right torso. Yep, this is all done at this point. I really do not have the ability to, I'm certainly heat efficient now, but that's about it. The only way I could win this one is to get into a knockdown slug-out match with these guys, and that is decidedly not happening now.
Acknowledge.
Especially now that I'm down 2 PPCs. So about the only thing I could potentially do is hope to try to knock him down. But it's a 35% chance hit and a 40% chance hit. And going after this stuff is not going to do any much good. Come on, exit out. Give me the Kentaro, please. We'll try it. We'll go out swinging.
Roger that. Target's confirmed.
Did some more damage to the right leg. He's just gonna run up and bitch slap me again. Even though he's got no right arm again. Guys, fix the... You need to fix the whatchamacallit for that, I think. Oh, he's going off for the killing blow at this point. Yep. Okay, so yeah, there was no hope on that one, unfortunately. But it's still definitely enjoyable. Holy crap, an hour and 13 minutes. 21 rounds. That's actually not too bad, all things considered, to go that far on a first shot, I think. And I did manage to take out the Jenner and the quick draw, so that was a lucky thing there. If this were my mercenary campaign, we wouldn't be getting much salvage out of this. Yeah, if we had even managed to win. That Kentaro, that was... If I could have taken down the leg on him, that might have evened it up a little bit. But then he just kept coming in. Even with the loss of the AC-20 there, that was still just... The SRMs definitely feel like they're a little overpowered in terms of that knockdown mechanic is the problem. And some of that is... I feel a little bit the influence of the revised BattleMech Master Rules rocket launchers there. That the idea of a rocket-armed commando running up, reaching out, and hugging someone and basically just knocking them to the floor constantly. So I'm going to try one more fight here. Maybe make it a bit of a light one so it goes hopefully a little bit quicker, and we'll see kind of how that turns out. But that's going to be the end of this particular episode. I will catch you guys in the next one, and then after that we'll kind of see what you guys think. If you want me to kind of try firing off another mission or whatnot, or make a little bit of a series out of this, show you a little bit more about the game, feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you'd like me to do. So I will catch you guys in the next one.